Hey guys, this is Danny Boy. I'm back again. This is part 3 of what I think will be 4 parts, actually, of some Witchdoctor gameplay in the new build of beta, patch 13. I'm finally going to town and just buying a weapon, because I am tired of my kill speed being so slow and I'm getting bored. So that will be that. Things will be a bit faster, fortunately. And again, I apologize for my 2 previous rants now. I know I said in the last video that I would not rant, but I definitely did. The tone of my voice definitely changed to my rant voice, so I apologize for that. As far as runes go, I have finally gotten my first rune. You get your first rune at level 6. I believe it's called something like Splinters, something like that, for my blowgun. Basically it just changes the attack to also, it'll shoot 3 times now instead of just 1, and it does some significant physical damage. I believe you'll see it shoots 3 times, based upon, again, as always, weapon damage. And here I am trying out my pretty new graphic. Yeah, I haven't actually really talked too much about the gameplay going on. I also apologize if there is some extended footage of me just running around. I have, at this point, gotten a pretty good eye for the way these dungeons are designed is they're random, but they're made of set pieces that they basically put together like a puzzle, and that creates the dungeon. So once you get an eye for the set pieces, you can kind of tell where you need to go and where the way down is most likely, but it's still very maze-like and very confusing a lot of the time. So I apologize if I spend some significant time running. I will try to edit it out, but I've been watching this but not watching it, so to speak. I've just not really been paying attention to what exactly is going on screen, so I don't think it's too bad on the Witchdoctor, but I think on some of the other characters it might take a while. I do plan on releasing these videos for each of the 5 classes. I did not, and I'll say right now, I didn't do this to showcase all the runes. I did this to get first-hand experience with the runes myself to give me a better idea of whether or not I want to actually purchase the game. And a demo, if you will. I'm the best beta tester. I think the lowest level I got was 8 on any of the characters. Generally, every character unlocks a rune at 8, and then it's around level 11 or 12. Sometimes 9 as well. It depends, I think, on the character. Though maybe not. I don't know. Don't remember. So I generally get the character up to the level in which they get the last ability I wanted to see, or the last rune I wanted to see. They did mix up the, as I mentioned, the level in which you get abilities has been changed. So you get some abilities you got earlier, and you get some abilities you got earlier later. In fact, there are some abilities in this beta build that you were able to play with in the last build, but are no longer able to play with. Most of the movement abilities are no longer, like Vault and Spirit Walk or something for the Witchdoctor, Vault for the Demon Hunter, are no longer obtainable in the beta. It's very unfortunate. It sucks not having a movement ability. So I basically get my guys up to the last ability that I'm particularly interested in, and that's it. I really have no desire to take a character to level 13 to see, you know, the magic missile rune that splits the magic missile into 3 magic missiles. I apologize if some of you guys out there are interested in that, but I really don't care. I can describe it to you. It shoots out 3 magic missiles rather than 1. Whoopee. You have no idea how freaking painful it is to get to level 13 in this beta. It's just not happening. The highest I've gotten is 12, and that was really, really, really agonizing. That sucked all of the ass, so I don't want to do that again. So again, I mean, I think the gameplay pretty much speaks for itself. I'm not really staggering the shots with the blowgun anymore. I'm just spamming it because it does do enough front-loaded physical damage that I mean, it's okay, I think. One thing I will say is cool about this is, as you might have just seen, when you crit, or you do significant enough damage to enemies in this game, the crit animation is cool. They generally get gibbed, and if you hit them with poison, go into this, like, poison everywhere, or arcane magic everywhere, if you're using a wizard or something. It's pretty cool. If you're playing a barbarian, enemies tend to go flying in any direction, a lot like in Titan Quest, if you've played that game. That was one of the first, I think, first action RPGs that had some significant physics involved. And enemies went flying when you hit them hard enough, which is pretty cool. That's the Barbarian does that quite a bit in the beta. And yeah, guys, again, I mean, I apologize if you didn't get in the beta and you really wanted to. I mean, maybe this looks really, really cool and fun. I mean, I watched hours of beta footage before I got in the beta myself. I got in the last wave of the 100,000 invites, which I kind of thought I would, but not, anyway. And I really wanted to play it, though looking at it, it seemed to be hit or miss about what was actually fun, and it's basically what it is. It's hit or miss. Some abilities are really cool. A lot of abilities really aren't that terribly interesting, at least unruined, and you don't get to see, you know, all the runes in the game. Obviously, you just get to see 4 or 5 of them in the beta. But I mean, again, you're really not missing out on much. I can't stress that enough. Like, don't be too disappointed. It's not a big deal. It's just a glorified demo. I guarantee you that the vast majority of you guys will play through it once, and you'll have your fill. I mean, that'll be it. I mean, there are guys out there like me who really like to experiment and waste a lot of time playing video games, just trying out different stuff. As I said, I've re-rolled many, many times in SWTOR now, trying to find exactly what I want to play. I think I found it, but I don't have gameplay for you yet. It's just what I do. This is actually a pretty cool sequence. You open a trap, and you have to face waves of skeletons, and there's eventually close to like 50 skeletons on the map if you don't kill them quick enough. And what I was trying to do, as you'll see here, is wait actually for them to spawn to a bit, just kill a few of them and get a lot of people on the map so I could get a high massacre. You get bonus experience when you kill a lot of enemies at once. But I forgot that there's a timer, and once the timer goes out, all the enemies die at once, so I really didn't get many kills. The Witchdoctor is probably one of the worst classes in the game for burst damage. They do terrible bursts. They're all about damage over time, at least for right now. Once you get some of the direct damage abilities, that changes, but right now, they're all about damage over time. So I really didn't get many kills. I might have finished with like a 25 massacre, 28 massacre or something. I think my highest, at least in this last 7-hour session, was like 70, I think was the highest I managed to get. I don't know if I've done higher than that in my previous experience. Doesn't really matter. But, I mean, the game, yeah, 17, whoopee, nothing. This beta has been going on. This beta was supposed to last like maybe 2 months. This beta has been going on for a long time now. I don't know exactly how long, but it's got to be at least 4 to 6 months at this point. It's been going on way... I mean, this game's been delayed twice, if not more. Way longer than they expected it to. I mean, that's a lot of time for players to go through Act 1 normal over and over and over again. I mean, Act 1 normal takes 40 minutes to an hour, depending on how much you complete. There are little side areas that take, like, all of 2 minutes to go through, but, like, it's just, the game, the beta's pointless at this point. They're not actually beta testing anything. They, the new rune system, I mean, they put it in the beta more just because they'd have to go out of their way to disable it, because with the new system, you start getting runes at level 6. I mean, if they didn't want runes in the beta still, they would have to go out of their way to disable that, which isn't difficult, but they'd still have to do it. And that would take a little bit more than flipping a switch on or off, you know? So they're not looking for your feedback right now. The only reason they put this going on in the beta is just to keep people in the beta busy, make them stop complaining a bit, and hopefully to generate some good publicity for them. Some positive publicity, because they've had a lot of negative publicity so far. A lot of people have bitched about the game. A lot of people don't like their business methods for this game. They're definitely starting to win me over, though, with these latest changes. I think they were definitely some great steps in the right direction. Also, by the way, and I've forgotten to mention this in both of my last videos, I'm doing this whole Witchdoctor commentary. I'm recording it all in one session. And freaking hell that I wasn't able to kill this stupid goblin dude, because he was right around a corner and there were guys blocking me, and my arrows, my darts kept getting blocked by the railing, so I couldn't kill him. I was quite pissed. Not that it mattered at all. It wasn't because I missed on his loot, it's just I hate those little goblin bastard dudes. I want to kill him. If you'd like to get some good, pretty logical information, I would say, about the game, about a lot of things that you might not hear or not understand, or you don't understand how important things are, I definitely recommend going to Deity's blog and reading about it. You can get some pretty interesting insider information out of it. I don't agree with everything Deity says by any means, but he definitely puts out some good information, and he does do a pretty good job of citing everything and providing actual evidence for it. A lot of it's circumstantial evidence, but it's something. It's any citations are pretty solid for a gaming blog on the internet at this point. I don't know. If nothing else, he makes you think differently about different things. Definitely invokes paranoia in you. I think I just ruined. Oh, what's it called? Grasping Dead. It's now Groping Eels. Basically, it just, rather than hands, it's a bunch of little eely dudes on the ground, and it does significantly more damage than it used to the point that it actually does really, really good damage. It's probably one of the higher damaging abilities in the beta, certainly for the Witchdoctor. I don't generally use it too much longer just because I don't like the flavor of it, and I try in this gameplay to showcase all the runes that I unlock and all the abilities I unlock. But I tend to lean more towards the frogs and the spiders and the temporary summoning sort of DD. But yeah, again, Deity's blog. Honestly, just Google Deity's blog. I don't know what it might just be Deity blog. I don't know what the actual HTML is, the actual address. But he puts out some good information, and it gives you an interesting perspective of the industry. It makes you think of look at games from the perspective more of somebody who's developing games more so than somebody who's playing games. So yeah, Deity's blogspot. Shout out to Deity. Shout out to the guy who took over Deity's blogspot, I should say. Steve, maybe? I don't remember. Dave? Don't remember. Sorry, dude. Don't remember. You've been going by Deity for quite a while now. So yeah, this video is winding down for the most part. Not that it was ever wound up or anything. This isn't the most compelling gameplay. Maybe it is for some people. I don't know. The only reason I'm really making this video, again, I wasn't planning on releasing these videos or doing any videos for Diablo 3. I just thought, well, I can show the new runes, and a lot of the guys who show the runes just show them from the from an emulator without actually unlocking them normally and showing actual gameplay with them. So maybe at least fewer people will have done this, and also voice my random rambling opinions on different things. And again, I should stress, these are only my opinions. Feel free to disagree. I am not saying I am correct in any of this. I think I am, but obviously that's why they're my opinions. But I could be wrong. Feel free to prove me wrong. I'm free to change them if I see some compelling evidence to do so. Definitely still absolutely hate that you cannot walk while the map is up. Really despise that. You stop walking when you bring up the map. Very used to being able to do that in both Diablo 1 and Diablo 2. Very much hope they change that because it's infuriating, to be honest with you. So yeah, I think that's just about it. This video is coming to a close. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for part 4. I hope, the final part, and have a good one.